Hi everyone, I'm just back to share with you my second design team project for the month of July for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And please check out the description box below for links to her store and links to the designers so you can get inspired from the beautiful things they're making with the products from her store, and how easy it is to incorporate her beautiful laces and trims and blings with things that you have in your own stash to create with, because that's really important. It's important to be able to go and shop somewhere where you can pick up extra things that work so well you already have in your stash and be able to create pretty things with. My design team project today is an altered box. I love doing altered boxes. Haven't done one in a while because I went through a stint where I made several of them, and but I really enjoy doing it. I love the whole process of taking a box that's just plain, that this had a gift in it from last year, and I tucked it away. I knew that I wanted to decorate it. It is 5.5 by 5.5. I think it's completely square. Yeah, about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches deep. And I covered the whole box with paper first, and I used a paper line, Kirby Teasdale Studio, part of the Paper Studio line, and I believe it was from Hobby Lobby. I've had this paper in my stash a long time. I think I received it from a friend who had gone to Hobby Lobby. I'm going to say 2019, maybe early 2020. It takes me a while to go through papers. So the two in the line that I used were this beautiful rose, very vintagey looking paper, and the whole paper line is very vintagey looking. I've used it in other projects, and I do like how it looks, and I love how the papers coordinate with each other. And then I use this one with the butterflies on it, but it has some other really cool papers in it as well, if it's still available. I covered the lid with the butterflies, and then of course I embellished it heavily with all sorts of goodies from the store and from my stash. The bottom of the box, I did the butterflies on the butterfly paper, but I had, of course, covered the sides of the box prior to putting material on it with the rose-colored paper. Of course, folded it all over neatly onto the bottom, and then put a square of the butterfly paper on top. Then I used these little flat back pearl acrylic pearly looking pieces that were in my stash. They're about 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I used them to make feet on the bottom of the box, and then I used some of that pretty trim that I've shown before. This one from Kim had it in the store. I hope she's trying to get it back again because it's so versatile. Again, alone, it's very versatile, but also I cut it all up and I just added little pieces around the feet, just add a little bit more interest on the bottom of the box. The sides had the rose paper covering it. Then I used this really pretty pink eyelet that I had in my stash, and I covered the entire box and into the inside of it with it as well. And then on top of the pink eyelet, I added this beautiful Venice dangle trim from Kim's shop, and I cut it comes with a bit of a topper on it, and that was a bit too, it made it dangle down too low. If I would have used this topper piece here, it would have been too low, and I didn't want to get rid of the scallop, so I cut around the flowers and took this piece off, and I actually used this piece for something else. So there's each of the little roses from that dangle trim, and then I added a flat back pearl from my stash and some rhinestone flat back bling there in between, all the way around. On all 4 sides I did the same thing. So that lovely scallop over top of the pink eyelet, which is over top of the rose paper trim. So lots of lovely layers to give it lots of interest, and you don't see the box underneath at all. I can't even tell you the original color of the box because I don't remember. On the lid, I have created this, just a collage of flowers, and I've cut the laces up so they're more like appliques. And I've added in blings from Kim's store and blings from my stash and flat back acrylic pearls from my stash, and one of my little beaded butterflies here in the corner in pink and white. There's that doily that was in my design team package and also in my last project, the ecru doily, that I used the scallops from that also peeking out from underneath. And I even used pieces of the doily to fold up and tuck underneath things so that they are 3D from the lid. Everything isn't flat. So there's some tucked under here and under this one too, to make them pop, and this one too, to make them pop up a bit from the lid. These pink rolled roses are from Kim's shop. There's 3 of them here. Absolutely gorgeous. They also have organza in them. They're super, super pretty flower, and they come in different colors in the shop. This is part of one of the pink flowers. Actually, there they are right underneath there. Trying to explain it to you, and they're right in front of me. So that's what they look like. So there's the 3 of them are on the center of the box here. They have the fabric in the back, organza, and then the bling center. Very pretty. But I wanted to do one of my tatted flowers in the very center. I sort of put the 3 of them there and kind of built it up a bit, and then put one of my little tatted flowers. So she is in behind here. And then I just took the center, so the organza part, out of that flower and with the bling, and I added that to the center of my tatted flower. So that creates the top and uppermost, and it's has a little bit of height to it, as you maybe can see there. And then these roses here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And I cut those from that rose dangle trim, which is in the shop. And that's this one here. Show you the right side. That's this one here. I just cut out the roses and kept the 2 leaves down on this corner. And I used those in spots here, and I added the pearl and rhinestone bling. I had 4 of those still in my stash from Kim's shop, and I had been hoarding them, but I finally decided that they looked perfect in the center of those roses. Added a few more of my tatted flowers, and I added little rhinestone centers to those. And then this little bit of pink here is this pink scalloped trim from Kim's shop, and I've been cutting it up. It's all tattered in pieces here, but I used just a small piece of it, and I created a small sort of flower there by just gathering it up. It gathers really easily, and you get, you know, a little flower like that, which is what's up here. And then I did a partial one, so I only did like half a one, and then tucked that in there to give it looks like there's another full one coming out here, but it's actually only a partial. And then I added the leaves from the dangle rose trim. I added either the piece that comes down here, or I cut it from the leaves that are in the center of this one. And I used those as sprays coming out in different spots. And then I added some little flat back pearls, 3mm flat back pearls from my stash onto them, just to give a little bit more, you know, it just adds a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more to the design. And then of course I mentioned that ecru doily, which peeks out, and that was put on first. So everything that I put on this box is visible. You can see bits of it showing through. And that's what I like to do, because I don't like to put things on and then completely hide them, because it sort of seems to me a waste. And if I need to do that, I try and find something that that isn't something I really want, and then I use it up by tucking it into a spot where you can't really see it anymore. And so the lid just lifts right off, and inside I completely finished the inside of the box by taking the pink eyelet flat material, and I took it right into the inside of the box and right into the bottom. And then I overlaid that with a piece of this white sari silk material that I had in my stash, and then I put those roses I cut them like appliques from that lace rose trim, and I put one in each corner. And then I cut the little cluster of pink flowers from this trim. I cut out 4 of those and I just fussy cut around them and then put those in the bottom randomly as well. So it kind of is like a bit of a pattern with the roses and the flowers and stuff. It gives it some interest in the bottom of the box, but it gives a nice smooth surface also. If you were to put something in the box, it would sit in there quite nicely. And then the lid the inside of the lid is all finished too. This is that rose paper, and again, the butterfly one was brought from the top around the edges, tucked inside, and then a rose piece put in the top. I guess I could have put something in the lid of it as well, but I didn't this time. That's my second design team project for the month of July for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. So pop over to the store and have a look and see what you can pick up from her beautiful laces and trims and blings and flowers. And there's just so many beautiful items in her store. And check out the designers to see what they've created this month so you can be inspired. Keep an eye on the Instagram if you follow us on Instagram so that you can see when the new products are put in the store. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.